Hey, I'm Graham, and we are doing a plated dish with my lovely wife Dawn tonight, who's on the camera. Tonight we are having Vietnamese caramel fish with vermicelli and bok choy. Previous video to this, we went over everything we got from plated, and tonight's dinner, we went over that, and we said it comes with all the ingredients, so we'll go over the ingredients we have now. Over here in the sink, we got our bok choy that is rinsed. On the back of this lovely card that we saw at the beginning tells you what to do. We also got scallions in there. Some cooking stuff we need. We have a lime. We have vermicelli noodles. We have got, what was that, brown sugar. We have got ginger. We have got sesame oil, fish oil. We have got our tilapia, which is the main ingredient. That is all we need, so we're going to start getting to it.
Okay, step 2 is to, it says to rinse the tilapia and then pat it dry with paper towels. Step 1 was to boil 6 cups of water. We thought you guys could probably handle that on your own. So we had the water boiling on the stove, and then these are the tilapia fillets that they give us. This was for 2 people. So this is the amount of fish that they gave you for 2 people. Pretty generous if you ask me. So we just rinsed it off. We're going to pat it dry with the paper towels like it says. And then we will be on to our next step.
So we're also cutting up our bok choy. It says to cut it crossways into 1/4-inch segments. And we were just discussing amongst ourselves off camera, do we do the little stem piece in the leaf? So we figure we'll cut some of the stem up and include that with it and see how it goes. If somebody knows what's supposed to be correct for this, if you could leave a comment, that would be greatly appreciated. This is our first time with bok choy. Seen it on Iron Chef, that's about it though. So yeah. Once this is all done, we'll take you to the next step. So that's the big pile of bok choy. We looked up on the web, and we did it right. You're supposed to cut off about the bottom 1/2 inch, the thick part of it. So we were doing it right, and now Dawn is mincing up the ginger. Yep, the ginger. We'll be adding that. Good mincing there. And then I have turned the stove on over here, and I'll be adding some sesame oil to it, which we will then be cooking the bok choy in. Water's just about boiling, and we will add that to the vermicelli. So here the water is boiling. Dawn is turning off the stove, and we have our vermicelli. Keep on to call those udon noodles.
Udon noodles are fat.
They are fat. We put it in a colander inside a larger pot per the directions, and you take the boiling water, which you then pour over the vermicelli, and then it gets on the stove, and you let it soak for 9 to 10 minutes. I'm pretty anal and make sure this goes right, so I will set our stove timer for 9 minutes, see how it does. That lovely sizzling sound is the bok choy being added to the oil. You just cook this for 3 minutes till it's nice and tender.
It's the sesame oil.
I'm sorry, the sesame oil. Off camera here, while that's cooking, Dawn minced up the scallions. That's actually going to be a garnish. There's also supposed to be a chili pepper with this, but Dawn is allergic to peppers, so we went ahead and just took that out, and we won't be adding that. And over here we have our nice shadowy minced up ginger. We have drained our vermicelli noodles that are now nice and cooked and tender, and we're going to add the bok choy to those. And while that's going on, we added the oil to the pan just to clean that out so we can get that going and add the fish to it. Here we're tossing it together. It's a good technique there. And there's my dog right there, Snooky's got the 80 hair bow going. Hi, honey.
She's waiting for us to drop something onto the ground for her.
Yes, she is. You probably don't like this.
She probably would.
Yeah, she might.
Alright, so...
And you're supposed to toss that together. And that'll go to the side.
It's all separated.
Is it?
I don't know.
I'm sure it'll come together.
I'll fix it. Alright, and then... Oh, we do need
What you need?
something for the fish.
I'll
As soon as I can flip it over.
There you go. Now, Dawn has already salted the fish to taste. And here we are going to pan sear it.
2 minutes.
For 2 minutes on each side. Let's get it nice and cooked.
That's about 2 minutes total. Tilapia cooks pretty quick, doesn't it?
Yeah, this is about 2 minutes per side. Sear until opaque and cooked through. The pan is a little bit smaller that we're using, so we're just doing 4 right now, and then once these 4 are done, we'll toss in the last 2 we got going. So we have cooked through all the tilapia. The directions do not say to clean out the pan, so we didn't do that. Dawn just added the 2 tablespoons of water. She's adding fish oil now.
Fish sauce.
Fish sauce, I'm sorry. This is going to make the caramel sauce. She is adding, next is ginger. Good technique there of adding that ginger. The brown sugar as well. And then she will also add the juice from half of the lime. Again, we are not adding the chili pepper. Dawn is allergic to peppers, so we are not putting that in there. So once all this gets added, it's going to be stirred up until it is nice and thickened, and according to the directions, that is about 3 minutes. There was a little tip, though, that if you want it to get brown, but you don't want it to be like dark, and if that starts to happen, then just slowly add water 1 tablespoon at a time.
Oh, I thought it was if it's black, you overcooked it. If it's too thick, add the water.
Oh, maybe that's what it is. So.
Oh, no.
So we'll just make sure it won't get black. So the sauce is getting to be the thick point, and what you're supposed to do is add the tilapia back to it. Let it absorb some of those nice juices and flavors. We will say that sauce really did kind of stink when we were cooking it, but it's dissipated away, and we're hoping it tastes really good. So I think it's like one of those rules that the stinky food tastes best, something like that.
I hope so.
What they say, I've heard said. Here you're supposed to add the tilapia. Can't remember what that was. And you just flip it, cook it through, kind of warm it back up. Once you're done with that, we will plate the bok choy vermicelli mix. We're supposed to use bowls, but we don't have any really good bowls for this, so we'll plate it. So you just plate that, put the tilapia over it, and you add some of the sauce still left in the pan, the half a lime that is left, and garnish with the scallions.
Yay!
So we're almost there. Okay, we have our finished plate here. We have it over the noodles. Again, you're supposed to use a bowl, but we went with plates. Dawn topped it with the scallions and squeezed over the half a lime. Now I will taste it, see how it came out.
What you think?
That's a lot better than I thought it would be. That smell from that sauce, wow, that is really, really good. So, this is awesome.
So, for this plated first dish, what do you give it, Graham?
Am I going out of 5 or out of 10?
Out of 10.
Out of 10? Boy, I'd give that, that's really good. Maybe a 8 or so.
Woo!
That's really awesome. And the best thing, looking back here, we get to keep this card, so we have the recipe, and we can make this anytime we want. That is awesome. Thank you, Plated.
She thinks she's on Lady and the Tramp.